All right. Hello for those of you on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Howdy to you guys. Howdy you guys on TikTok. I appreciate that. Well, Clapper is an alternative to TikTok. And hello for those of you who are on Spreaker. So here we are. We are live on all of our formats except for Clapper. I have been looking for an alternative to TikTok just in case if TikTok gets banned. So there's a lot of talk out there. There's a lot of, I don't think they will be, but you never know. Look, you never know. I can't make heads or tails what these politicians are going to do. And sometimes I don't even think they know, but we'll see. We'll see. So I'm trying to find an alternative that's similar to TikTok to start. People keep saying, well, I've tried Instagram. And I have done Instagram before, but for some reason they keep cutting you off after an hour. They cut you off. So on Instagram, you're done. Yeah, Patreon, I have heard of that as well, but I have no idea how that even works. I have no clue. When it comes to technology, I am not savvy at all. I mean, I can get around, some things, but learning different programs, it's one of those things. So, well, actually, we do every Sunday and Wednesday. We have Bible study. We dedicate about 3 hours each night, and I also teach about the Word Monday through Friday, and because we have night prayer every Monday through Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So we devote quite a bit of time here to Scripture. And I teach. Matter of fact, I'm now in the middle of teaching Revelation again, which takes about 5 to 6 months to do. So I think we do plenty of Scripture here. People who say that, it really irritates me. It's like, well, how many shows have you come to? None. So then you're going to offer criticism. It's just all this constant criticism. People are so critical. They're just constantly complaining about something. It's like, just go away. But yeah, it's it's one of those things. It's always complaining. But yeah, we're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Now, if someone told me, said, you need to start reading more Psalms. Well, you need to start attending night prayer because that's all we pray Monday through Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is Psalms. So again, it's just trolls. Thank you, Chad. I appreciate that. So for those of you on TikTok, I'm going to put subscriber chat only on for the first half hour. And then afterwards, we can chat a little later. So at 8:30, I'll open it up for everybody. Now, that's how we roll. And that's how we roll because we ain't going to deal with trolls. I ain't got no time to deal with no trolls now. I don't have time. It drives me crazy. I don't want to deal with it. Speaking of trolls. Yep. All right. Here we go. Yeah, you're right. Some people need something to moan about, like Miss Wilma. Yes, we've already told you, lady. She's raining 4 or 5 barns. Hello, Miss Wilma.
Hi, howdy. Happy Palm Sunday, everyone. Is this strong?
Well, that's tomorrow.
Huh?
That's tomorrow.
Oh.
I mean, I really appreciate. You do realize this is not Bible study. I'm telling you, folks, right there. You were getting ready to go right into Bible study.
I was working on my lesson for tomorrow. I was working on tonight for tomorrow, and I just
Yep.
Okay. I'll redo that again tomorrow.
Yeah, you make sure you redo that tomorrow because we'll be. Folks, I'm telling you, this is Wilma. This is Wilma right here. Right here.
You want to know what?
Well, I don't know, but after that little goofy.
Little duck, you hear?
Huh?
Did you hear about the poor little duck?
No, what's about the duck?
He couldn't work for the Easter Bunny. He kept quacking his eggs.
Okay, you know what? I liked it better when you said Happy Palm Sunday. I liked it better when you did it. That was fun. You don't have to explain the joke to me, Miss Wilma. You don't have to explain the joke to me.
That's the pretty part. little egg. He cracked it.
Oh, she's really taking. I mean, she's
Did
gallon.
you hear about the big
the what?
turtle race?
The what?
Did you hear about the big turtle race?
The turtle race? No. What? Tell me all about this turtle race.
They took off like a herd of turtles.
No. That's again, no.
They took off like a herd turtle.
Boy, I love it how you just your jokes.
You know they was really smoking dust.
Yeah, about it.
Seriously,
And they were probably going faster than you driving. That's for sure. Thank you very much. That is true. That is true. I'm telling you, for those of you who don't know Miss Wilma, she's 69. She's 69. She's a great, I consider her family. And I've known her for a long time, and I've been in therapy ever since. And of course, we also, it's true. It is very, very true. And now she has multiple sclerosis. She has a pacemaker. She has cellulitis, but she comes on here. We have a good time. We just goof off for 30 minutes or so. And she really attempts to tell jokes, and she attempts. But folks, I'm telling you, I am convinced that I will have a special place in heaven because God knows that I have been tortured with your jokes. Oh, I mean, tortured with your jokes. So God's going to say, come on in, James. Come on in. Huh?
I don't want to torture you.
Do you want to torch me?
I said I don't want to torture you. Don't torture you.
I'm telling Miss Wilma, you know what? You're that's how she got into the studio today, everybody, on her little horse.
Yeah,
right here. Okay, no, we don't. You don't want Miss Wilma driving near you. No, I promise you. No. Wait, Miss Wilma. Chad said, I am not ashamed to say, I have repeated a few of Miss Wilma's jokes to my family. So he actually likes your jokes. He told you some of your jokes to his family.
Thank you, sweetheart. That's so sweet of you. I try to put a smile on everybody.
You know what, Chad? Right with her, Chad. Right with her, buddy.
Right with her. That was so sweet.
Great. Now she'll never live this down. She'll never live this down. Do you remember 20 years from now? Do you remember when Chad said he loved my joke? Oh, okay, Wilma. Yes, I remember.
Did you hear about the cop?
The cop? Well, hopefully came in to arrest you.
A cop pulled a man over and said papers. So he said scissors. So he won, drove off. You get it?
No.
He won, just drove off. How do you think about that one, Chad? Did you like it?
Chad, I think Chad went to sleep on that one.
Chad,
you're losing Chad. Chad, I think Chad is like, yeah, that was like.
I got a good one for you, Chad.
Okay, she got a good one for you, Chad. Here we go.
I got a really great joke that's going to make you laugh so hard.
All right.
Are you ready?
We're ready. Oh, yeah. Set it up. Let's go.
I can't remember it.
But that doggy's got to get out of its misery. Poor little thing, just like your jokes.
Did you happen to hear about what happened to the poor cell phone?
The cell phone?
Yeah, he had to get glasses. He lost his contacts.
No. Do you have any contacts? Do you have any contacts? Do you have any contacts in your phone, Miss Wilma?
No, I don't wear contacts. I don't need contacts. I don't wear contacts. What? I don't. I wear glasses. I don't wear. I never did like contacts. You have to open up your eyeball and an orange girl scratch it.
see?
I don't like contacts.
Do you see what I'm talking about, folks? Do you now you understand? Now you understand.
You asked me. I don't wear hourglasses. I don't.
This is what happens.
contacts.
When you hang around with Miss Wilma, you lose your ever lover mind. Yep, that's exactly what happens. Contacts.
Excuse me, but you asked about I don't have contacts. I wear glasses.
Contacts in your phone, Miss Wilma. Contacts in your phone.
Yeah, but cell phones don't wear glasses. they don't wear. This long they don't wear glasses. I guess I'll have to put some glasses on my cell phone tonight.
I give up. I give up. No, that's it. That's it. I give up. That's it. That's it. We'll just do the crazy dance. Everybody, come on. Let's do the crazy dance. Do the Wilma crazy dance. The Wilma dance is what it is. The contacts in your phone. The contacts in your phone, not eye contacts. Contacts like your boyfriends that you have.
I don't have any boyfriends, and I don't have contacts on my phone or in my eye. I
Some
don't
moonshine.
wear contacts. Hello. Bishop Long, listen to me very carefully.
Okay, you tell me.
I wear glasses.
Yeah. So
I
you don't
wear contacts.
you don't wear contacts at all. So contacts in your no, don't do
No,
this.
I don't. And I'm pretty sure my cell phone don't have contacts either. They don't wear glasses. You can't put glasses on the phone.
Okay, let me explain something. Let me explain something. Okay,
Yes, go ahead. I'm all ears.
that's the problem. Okay, so you have do you have my phone number saved in your phone?
We sure.
Okay, and you probably have it under like My Little Buddy. Or what did you name the phone number? James or My Little Buddy?
James.
Okay, that's contact. You have contacts. That's your contacts. Like for example, you have in your phone, you have Walmart boyfriend 1, Walmart boyfriend 2, Walmart boyfriend 3, Walmart boyfriend 4, 5, 6, 7, and so on and so on. Those are contacts.
I got it.
Folks. Now you understand why when I go to heaven, God's gonna say, come on in. Come on in, James. Don't even wait outside. Come on in. He's gonna now you get it.
Lost his contacts. I was wondering when I looked that up, I thought
now she there we go. There we go. Now we got it. Now we're cooking.
Thank you for explaining that joke.
Sure. I'm sold. I'm telling you, folks, this is what I'm telling you. No, we're not doing this. Mr. Producer, the baby's got to go. We're losing control of the show. The baby's got to go.
I might have to go. I'm losing it tonight.
Yeah, I can't explain that.
Oh, my stars. It's not good.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Man. Golly, Miss Wilma.
Did you hear? Let me see if you get this one right. Now, this is mine. Did you hear about the poor little skunk?
The skunk?
Yeah, he got in trouble with his dad, but his mom told him that it's okay. It's just a little stinker.
No, that was just as bad. That was bad as the contacts. That was bad as the contacts.
Just a little stinker.
I'm telling you, I wish we had somebody. I wish we had a professional comedian that could get a hold of Miss Wilma and really give her some
things, wouldn't I?
No, Sheena's saying that's cute. Sheena. No, Sheena said that was cute. Sheena liked it in TikTok.
Oh, thank you, sweetie. Thank you. Oh, thank y'all for. I try to put a smile on your face.
I'm still waiting for the smile to come on my face. I'm still waiting for it. I've been waiting for how many years now? Come on now. I mean, hello.
Hello. How you doing? I'm doing you fine.
So what have
Well,
you
was. I thought Sunday.
what have you been doing besides harassing me?
Getting things ready for tomorrow.
Yeah, tomorrow is the Bible study, Princess. Remember.
Well, that's why.
Yeah. So
I'm
tomorrow,
looking at that. That's why I thought. I think it's Sunday.
I'm telling you, I'm Wilma. You know what? The things you say sometimes, I really, honestly, I am not surprised. I am not surprised at all. And
Oh, thank you.
no, that's not a compliment. No, 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 no. I don't want you. I don't want you to think that was a. No, no.
Oh, I appreciate that.
Listen to this. This is an interesting story. You might be interested in this. See what you think about this. This is cuckoo. I mean, this
Well,
is.
I can figure it out.
No, I promise you'll be able to. Well, actually, I can't even. I can't figure this one out. So you'll have to explain. You'll have to explain this one to me because
Okay.
this is definitely up your cuckoo for crazy. Okay, so this is by T.K. Crandall. Listen to this, everybody. Listen, true story. This is a true story. A singer-songwriter from England has turned her personal experiences into a passion for paranormal investigation. The 40-year-old, who goes by the professional name Brocard, has attracted quite a following in recent years, thanks to her rather unusual infatuation with an alleged spook. You see, the story goes that Brocard, who's a female, met the ghost of Eduardo, a Victorian soldier. And when he burst into her bedroom one night, and supernatural romance followed soon afterward. Exactly how the relationship worked on a practical level remains unclear, but she was reportedly so enthralled with her ghostly companion. After struggling to find a venue, she ended up organizing a ceremony at the Asylum Chapel in Peckham, London, where she was married to this ghost. Eduardo was making sure she says, Eduardo was making sure that I knew he was there throughout the ceremony by whispering things in my ear and gently nudging me. She said, I was so grateful Eduardo turned up and didn't leave me standing at the altar. It felt amazing that I'm finally his wife. Now listen to this. It's just a true story. So her happiness, however, was short-lived when not long afterward, she became convinced that the ghost was cheating on her, and promptly she filed for divorce. She even claimed to have elicited the services of an exorcist to ensure that her former husband was gone and would not continue to haunt her. Folks, this is a true story. This woman married this ghost, Eduardo, and then she was convinced that Eduardo cheated on her. And you know what she did? She then decided to get a divorce.
Oh my!
That's about right. I don't not that.
Something's not right.
You think?
You know?
I mean, hello. I mean, you're marrying a ghost, and then you divorce the
Yeah.
ghost.
Yeah, she better keep her hands off Casper.
Oh, I know, Casper. You love your little Casper. I know. Well, you gotta, the
But
winners.
no,
Yeah.
not to marry. No, now there's something not right.
You think?
I can't figure it out. But why would anybody do that?
Because she's cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. That's why she would do that.
Wow.
I mean, she's
Oh my God.
seriously marrying and then divorcing a ghost.
Oh, and thinking he's cheating.
And I think the ghost. Oh man,
Did
this was
you say her husband was passed away?
no. She married this ghost.
But I thought maybe after her husband passed away or something.
No, she just decided that she wanted to marry a
Wow.
ghost, and she was convinced Eduardo, I don't know, maybe he found Miss Wilma. That's what happened. That's what
It was
happened.
Me, I don't want.
Miss Wilma, shame on you.
Yeah, it's gotta be some kind of medication that she's taken, or
Something.
I don't know. Something's not right with her health.
I agree. There's something definitely not wrong. Yeah.
Something's not right there.
You think?
Bless
I
her
mean,
heart.
bless her heart.
Well, I mean, you can't. I mean,
She married
you
a
think
ghost.
she's an idiot, but
No,
it
she
could be that she's.
she's in it.
If you got Alzheimer's or something, how you can't
No,
remember things.
okay. So you don't. There's no. She's not. She doesn't have Alzheimer's. She doesn't have a mental illness that she claims. She's not on any medication. She's about 30 years old, and
Wow.
yeah. So yeah, she She just wanted to marry a ghost. She was convinced.
Yeah, she needs help.
You mean you wouldn't marry a ghost, Miss Wilma?
No, I mean I cut up about poor little Casper. I loved him when I was a little girl. I love Casper.
You do like Casper?
Mary, no.
All right, kind of cray, kind of cray, kind of definitely cray.
Oh yes. I want to get a little serious here for a little bit.
No.
Yeah, Prince William's wife, Kate.
Yeah.
She was diagnosed with cancer. Everyone.
Mm-hmm.
She's undergoing chemotherapy. After 2 months after her stomach surgery, the test came back saying she does have cancer. Said it's a huge shock to her, William, and I. And we have been doing everything we can to process this manage their privacy for the sake of their children. This has taken me time to recover from major surgery in order to start my treatments. This has been taking experiments until they, telling their kids is a way to, protect them. Then I'm going to be okay. Kate said William has been by my side. He's a great source of comfort and reassurance with me. We hope that you will understand as our family, we now need some time, space, and privacy while I complete my treatments. My work has always brought me, deep source of joy, but I look forward to bring back when I'm able. But for now, I have to focus on making a full recovery. For everyone facing this disease, I am also thinking of all those who that lives has been affected by cancer. Please do not lose faith or hope that you are not alone.
There we go. Yeah, and that's interesting that we had just had that conversation, isn't it? Just the other day.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. And it's like last night, and I thought, oh, my stars.
Listen to this is a rather we certainly pray for them and a speedy recovery, speedy recovery. Listen, this is interesting, Miss Wilma. I'm kind of curious what you think about this. Have you ever wanted to set a world record?
Not really, but I always wanted to be a singer. Couldn't do it, but not for a world record. I never thought about it.
There's a lot of strange things that you wouldn't think that it's like, how do people come up with this? Well, anyway, a museum attempted on March the 14th to pass a world record for underwear worn on your head. There, folks. This really is there's a world record for this. I kid you not. I kid you not. Yes. So here's what happened. A museum in St. Louis is celebrating a local holiday by asking visitors to wear underwear on their heads for a Guinness World Record. So the City Museum said it hopes to gather at least 314 people on 314 day, March 14th holiday, celebrating the 314 area code. To wear underpants on their heads for a Guinness World Record. Well, the current record was 270 people that was set in Naperville, Illinois at a bookstore in 2012 to celebrate the release of a book in Captain Underpants series. Folks, this really is a world record. Well, for those of you who want to know, the world record has been beaten. It has been beaten because I can't believe this. Anyway, it had 355 visitors in the City Museum. It set the world record for people wearing underwear on their heads on March the 14th. So it passed the old record of 270 people. So Miss Wilma, here's what I think we should do.
Oh no, what?
We should set up a location. We should set up a place in Kentucky and have everybody show up at that place, like a park, and have like 400 people show up with underwear on their heads. And we too, all of us, we can be in the Guinness World Records of having the most underwear on our heads. That would be.
I think I'll pass on that
one. Man, you are just no fun. We could pass a world record. We get 400 people. 400. Yeah, Justin said I hope they were clean underwear. But seriously, isn't that crazy?
Well, we
Crazy.
can do this world record.
Oh.
I got one.
Oh, what do you got?
An Idaho man, David Rush, broke the world record keeping 2 balloons in the air with only hitting the balloons on the top of his head that you keep them from popping. He took him the wheel of party. He always went to parties and stuff, but he kept 2 balloons in the air for 13 minutes and 58 seconds.
Wow.
He kept 2 balloons popping them on his head in the air, but they didn't come down on the ground or they popped.
You know what? Here, it takes all kinds. It takes all kinds. We can get a world record for all kinds of cray things. I mean, crazy things.
It is crazy, though.
It is. I
it's
agree.
Like, oh my gosh, these world records is like, really?
I know.
Can't you think of something else to do besides taking balloons and hitting the top of your head?
Yeah, but they got it. They have a world record, so they're in Guinness World Records. So there we go. You know that it's hey. At least you can say. At least you can say you were a part of a world record setting. So that's pretty cool. I don't know.
In North Carolina, a woman named Smith said she started growing her potato plant.
Oh.
Was ending up being the tallest in the world plant. Grows up to 11 feet, 3 inches tall. She won a certificate confirming it was the tallest plant ever.
Wow. How tall was it?
11 feet, 3 inches tall.
Wow.
Growing a potato plant.
And you know what?
I mean,
there's nothing wrong with that, I guess.
No, it wasn't a world record, but it's just, the tallest plant. I thought, oh my gosh, these potatoes, what in the world? And what she used, Yeah,
I agree. I mean, hey, good for her. Good for that person. I mean, that is real dedication. Real dedication. I don't know.
Have another story?
I have all kinds of stories, but are you finished with your story, or you want to have?
No. I didn't know if we'd take turns.
Well, listen to this one. You know what? Here's the deal. Arizona, I understand, is quite beautiful. I've flown over Arizona. I can't remember if I've been there. I think I have, but I can't remember. Well, this is by Ben Hooper. An Arizona woman said it was a lucky thing she was parked and not in motion when she discovered there was a rattlesnake in the back seat of her car. Mylan Watt of Phoenix said that she was sitting in the parked car with her boyfriend when she spotted the snake lurking behind them. Says he turned around and he had seen his tongue kind of like flipping at him. He told KPNX TV, he says, I lost my mind. Watt said it was a good thing that the car was parked at the time. He says, I don't know what I would have done if I saw it while I was driving. Says I would have crashed the car, Watt said. Now, she said the car is frequently parked in the desert areas and the snake may have been inside the vehicle for up to 2 weeks. And she said, I was driving around with a snake in my car for 2 weeks, she said. We got real comfortable in that car that snake made its home in there. So Watt called 911, but was told emergency responders could not help because there was no immediate threat from the snake. It's a rattlesnake in the car. What are you supposed to do? Come on, rattlesnake, come on out. I mean, that
happened to me, remember?
I do remember that. Was it a rattlesnake in your car?
I never did actually find out what kind of snake it was.
Yeah.
I was driving to my sister's and I felt something on my leg. And I was, of course, I always drive slow anyway. And I looked down and there was a snake. It was a pretty long one. Ooh. And I was like, okay. So I just stopped. I mean, without looking to see if anybody's behind me, or I just stopped in the middle of the road. Well, I did my seatbelt and I jumped out. Well, then these cars are all coming around me and I'm screaming, a snake's in my car. Well, people was opening up the car door and they couldn't find it. And there's a guy that was cutting his grass. He walked over and I was panicking. So this one man said, ma'am, how far are you going? I said, my sister's on up the road. So I got Well, I called my sister and I said, I'm a little bit late because there's a snake in the car. So anyway, here comes all these traffic. Well, I couldn't find it. Nobody couldn't find it. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to drive. I got my car. I said, I'm going to drive real slow with the door open. Well, there's about 7 cars following me, make sure everybody had their hazard lights on, make sure I was okay. Well, here comes my sister and brother-in-law. They're like, and I'm just like, okay, here, So I pull in the driveway, and everybody's blowing, hollering, saying, you okay, you okay? Well, I get out of the car, and I had all 4 doors open. Well, my doctor happened to he catches snakes. So I called him when he comes with this big old long pole and stuff, and he couldn't find him. Well, before he got there, my sister's like, okay, let me see if we can find him. She raises the little rug on the passenger side, and she's screaming, there he is, he's under the rug, he's under the rug. And she's running like, oh my gosh. So my brother-in-law, he's scared of snakes too. And so she's like, oh my gosh, the garage door's open.
Well,
so my brother-in-law, right. But yeah, we never did find out if it came out, but yeah, it was a long one. I know that.
Real quick before we get to your movie review, I know we're a little late, guys, but that's okay. Listen to this, and then we're going to get to a movie review. I love Gatlinburg. Those of you who know me know that. Well, Gatlinburg is my place to go to get away from everything, and I also love the exhibits, like the Titanic exhibit. Oh my gosh, I absolutely love this. But listen to this one. Well, and this is by T.K. Randall. Clive Palmer has announced his intention to fund the construction of a new Titanic for the second time in 10 years. So almost a decade ago, the Australian billionaire businessman told journalists at a conference in London's Ritz Hotel that he was going to build the Titanic II, a full-scale working replica of the iconic vessel that will be as close to the original as possible. Now, at the time, he maintained that the Titanic II would help to honor those who had passed in the disaster and hoped to have the new vessel complete its maiden voyage from the Southampton to New York City in 2016, echoing the maiden voyage of the original Titanic, which sank on April 15th, 1912. So to cut a long story short, the Titanic II inevitably failed to materialize, with all the indications suggesting that the project had simply been abandoned. Surprisingly, however, now Palmer has announced, this time from the Sydney Opera House, that he will once again be funding the construction of a new full-scale replica of the Titanic. When asked if the announcement was a hoax, Palmer played down the idea while insisting that he possessed enough money to build the Titanic 10 times over. Now, the 70-year-old blamed the pandemic for the delays in building the vessel, and maintained that everyone should have faith that it will actually happen this time because he has more money now. He says, so I could do the Titanic, I'm going to do it. And he said, while implying that his greatest fear was dying without having done anything to a particular note. He said, it's a lot more fun to do the Titanic than it is to sit at home and count my money. He says, all you need to be happy I found in my life is to have someone that loves you, somewhere to sleep at night, and enough food for a good meal. Beyond that, the rest is an illusion. It's like playing golf. Now, whether or not the Titanic 2 will actually happen this time, however, remains to be seen. So there you go, Miss Wilma. Titanic 2 apparently is in the works.
I love the other one. I love that. Oh, my stars, yes. It was beautiful. And, but yeah, if you ever go, I love that. Hatfield McCoy's. Yeah. If you love, oh my stars, if you love bluegrass, that is a beautiful, beautiful. I loved it. My sister's not crazy about bluegrass. She don't want to go back. But I'm like, oh, it's beautiful. And Dixie Stampede, but I love Gatlinburg, and of course, Graceland.
Okay, well, tell us about your movie.
Tonight is Zac Efron, my baby, called Derby Stallion. It's on prime time. A young boy, Zac Efron, his dad wanted him to play baseball like he did when he was little, but he don't want to play baseball. So he was friends with this Jones, a horse trainer. Jones sets out food for people to buy, and this town boy messes it up. The young boy, he loves to ride horses. So Jones trains him. This boy, Randy, will do anything to win and keep the boy away from this pretty girl. I don't want to give it away, but this is a very good movie. And it's sad. Yes, it's sad parts, but it's a really good movie. It's called Derby Stallion. I got a surprise for everyone tonight. So I got a little special. So here we go. Okay. Good night. Sleep well. Hope everyone has a great night. La 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 la. I love all of you. God bless. That's my little record for you.
I'm telling you, folks. That's Miss Wilma. That's Miss Wilma.
That's my little song for you.
Thank you, Miss Wilma.
Thank you. And night, everyone.
Good night. All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
All right, everybody. There's Miss Wilma. So we appreciate her chatting with us and being with us on this beautiful, beautiful Saturday evening. Okay. I want to remind everybody, of course, I'm not getting off the air. I just wanted to remind that tomorrow we're going to be here. We will be here from 8 o'clock until whenever for Bible study. Now, I will remind you guys that Bible study is going to be a little longer tomorrow because the gospel reading is a little lengthy. And of course, Miss Wilma is also going to be teaching our kids Bible study. So if you have any kids and you would like for them to listen and watch, she would love to have them there. So yeah, and tomorrow, of course, is Palm Sunday. Well, hello there, Ireland. So if you would like, if you have any children, and just come on, we'd love to have them. And Miss Wilma, actually, at one time she had a pretty large group of kiddos, and she just got sick. And so we're trying to build that up again for her. So yeah, we're here for Bible studies. It's Sundays and Wednesdays. Now Wednesdays is we're really tight on time because we have night prayer at 10 p.m. So I have to obviously be off air by 9:45 or so. But on Sundays we don't have that restriction, so I can I can go for as long as we're like, whoo, we got very little snow in Kentucky. Very, very little snow. It's kind of interesting how snow is so, I don't know, it's a fleeting as far as from Kentucky, but we are now getting colder weather coming in. I am ready for spring. I'm ready for the summer. I'm ready for warm weather because when it's get too cold, I can't really get outside and walk. So ready to do it. You got 5 inches of snow in Michigan. Yeah, I heard. I saw it on the world news. You guys were up there were getting some snow. By this time, I would be like, okay, no more snow. No more snow. That's it. I love snow. I love it. Don't get me wrong. I love snow. But I don't know. When it gets to springtime and summertime, it's kind of like when I've lost all that. When I was relatively heavy, have more weight on me, obviously, I snow, like, come on, bring it on. I mean, get as cold as you can possibly can. Just bring it on. But now that I've lost a lot of weight, I get cold much easier. And it's like, no. 2 feet in Colorado. Wow. That was fluffy. Yeah. Is that the term? Yeah, I was a big boy, but now I mean, I don't like the cold. It's like, no. But anyway, yeah, it's now I get pretty chilly. So, okay, we have some things to go over tonight, and some articles that I saw that I want to pass on to you guys. And of course, if you have any questions, we'd love to entertain those questions to the best of my limited ability. And TikTok, the chat is open to everybody. So if you want to chat, you're more than welcome to do so. We just ask people, just be kind. Just be kind. It's one of those things. It seems like it's difficult for some people to be, but trolls. And again, I hate this that I have to say this every time, but trolls, I won't pay attention to you. You'll just be completely ignored. We're adults here. I just don't put up with the nonsense. I just don't. It's like, okay, grow up. Seriously, grow up. So I don't get into trolling. I just ignore them. Okay. So, yeah, we just trolling is like boring. All right. There we go, Vet Billy. There we go, buddy. Absolutely. Vet Billy said, be respectful. Trolls, you have to deal with me. Da-da-da-dum. Okay. Can you answer about demons who will knock on windows and doors and call out to me? Well, actually, the demons can do that really anytime. And that primarily is for these parlor tricks. I mean, these are just simple parlor tricks to try to intimidate you. And so you shouldn't fall into that intimidation at all. You just shouldn't. And if you do, then you're just feeding into their ego. And I just encourage you, don't do it. We got to, and I've talked about this before. In a society, we really have put demons way here and then God way down here. I don't understand that. I don't understand that mentality. Never have, never will. To me, it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense. And a lot of people do that, and I don't get it. I don't get it. So that's right, Sheena. And so again, Sundays and Wednesdays is Bible study. So tomorrow we will have our Bible study for Palm Sunday, and we start at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I will continue also on Revelations, because we've been teaching Revelations now for a little bit. So we'll continue our study. Okay. All right. Let me just here's, I do want to talk about this because people keep asking me over and over and over. Okay. The eclipse. All right, folks, listen to me about the eclipse. People have got to relax about this. Seriously, we have to relax. Just relax. There's a lot of people going all over social media trying to scare the heck out of everybody, telling you that the eclipse, this is going to happen, that's going to happen. They've been saying this now. Every time there's a total eclipse, they've been saying this. This is nothing new. I'm telling you, they have constantly done this fear-mongering thing. And it just gets likes. That's all they do. That's why they do it. They get likes. It gets popularity and notoriety. It's just stupid. It's stupid. What's going to happen is the eclipse is going to happen, and then like I said before, the moon is going to move away, and there we go. That's what's going to happen. Simple. But there are some people that believe that eclipses are signs of doom. Okay, so Atlas Obscura, this is by Susie Dundas. Believe it or not, Stephen King, Shakespeare, and many writers agree. Eclipse are doom. Ooh. Says whether you're an avid consumer of literature or more of a 5 books a year type person, it doesn't take much reading to realize that some themes appear over and over in fiction. From Charles Dickens to Stephanie Meyer, readers should never trust a stranger in a gloomy tavern, realizing falling in love with their arch enemies is always a possibility, and always assume someone has a secret twin. These are books, basically. But there's one prominent theme that's particularly relevant, given the upcoming total solar eclipse in the United States on April the 8th. Well, humans have always been scared of unexpected darkness. Well, famous writers have long understood this. Now, from Homer and Shakespeare to Mark Twain, Stephen King, an author has relied on this celestial phenomena to usher in an ominous plot twist. So I'm not going to read this whole entire thing. It just basically says that these things are scary and this is an omen. It's not. It really is not. It's going to happen. It's going to move out of the way, and then life goes on. Seriously, that's what's going to happen. And all this nonsense, it's just so stupid. It just drives me crazy. How many of you are going to participate in this eclipse, in this coming up by April 8th? I think that's what they said. Was there the best way to resist demons? By just not acknowledging that they have power over you. Because they don't. Unless you give them that power over you. Oh, it's not over your area? Okay. Right. That's the thing. I have some negative experience around eclipses. Not sure if it affects us like the moon. I mean, I do. Now, look, my mom was she used to be in the medical field. And many years ago, she used to work in the emergency room. Now, she was absolutely convinced that when there was a full moon, for some reason, people acted a little bit more odd. And even police officers, when I was a chaplain for a major police department, I had spoken to a couple officers, and they were absolutely convinced that when it's a full moon outside, they're like, well, you know that something's going to happen. Something crazy is going to happen. But as far as, do I think the rapture is going to happen? No, I do not think the rapture is going to happen on April the 8th. It's just not. So just, you watch. We'll be here. I don't even, when is April 8th? What day is that? Let me see. What day is that? That is a Monday. Okay, that is a Monday. So obviously I won't be on air, but we'll be here on April 10th. That's Bible study. So we'll be here. So all these people who are scaring you, you should do yourself a favor. All those people who are going on social media telling you, oh, it's going to be the rapture, it's going to be you should block them. You should block them, because the only thing they're doing is spreading chaos and nonsense, and they're just trying to frighten you. Block them and move out of the way. Someone, I think it was Justin, or I'm not for sure if it was Justin, or I can't remember, Justin, if you had answered a question, but someone was asking about books on angelology. Is there a particular book that I would suggest for people? And thank you for subscribing. For those of you who are liking the video, thank you for that, and thank you for subscribing. Oh yeah, Jackie. Yeah, I'm going to be doing that tonight. I'll be giving out a pair of those glasses, because they're hard to find. Now, some of them you can find pretty easy depending on where it was. When I went to Illinois just recently for our church retreat, Walmart had a bunch of them up there. But here in Kentucky, it's really difficult to find them now. It's really, really difficult. So we'll have to figure out a way to do a little giveaway. So for those of you who want to read books about angels that are credible books, not people who have no training in angelology whatsoever, these are what I would suggest. And I would suggest, of course, my Catholic faith. I'm just going to tell you from a Catholic perspective. There's one book called The Angels in Catholic Teaching and Tradition. And that's by Father Parente, Parente. So it's called The Angels in Catholic Teaching and Tradition. And by Father Parente, Parente. Now, that's the first book. Another book would be Angels Are Guardians in Spiritual Battle. So Angels Are Guardians in Spiritual Battle. It's 240 pages. It's a good book. And I've read all these, by the way. So Angels Are Guardians in Spiritual Battle. That is by Monsignor J. Brian Bransfield, Bransfield. So Angels Are Guardians in Spiritual Battle by Monsignor J. Brian Bransfield. You want to see it? Yeah, I understand. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, please. Thank you. The next one would be Angels and Demons. What do we really know about them? So angels and demons, what do we really know about them? And that is by Dr. Peter Kreeft. And that is Kreeft. So hopefully you're writing these down, and if you miss it, you can go back and watch it later. So Angels and Demons, what do we really know about them? By Dr. Peter Kreeft, Kreeft. The next book, I have 7 books for you. It's all about the angels. All about the angels. And that is by Father Paul O'Sullivan. Okay. So All About the Angels is the title, and it's by Father Paul O'Sullivan. It's it's a blue book, the blue cover, and then it has a couple little angels there. You'll see it. That's a good book. That's really it's about how Father O'Sullivan explains that our angels have a great love for us, and that God has given them. It's a faithful, it's a generous love that never fails. It's a beautiful book. The next book I would encourage you to purchase, or any of these, or all of them, is Meditations on the Holy Angels. Meditations on the Holy Angels. And that is actually by Saint Gonzaga. All right. And that's a good book as well. Meditations on the Holy Angels by Saint Gonzaga. Thank you, Daryl, please. Thank you. The sixth book is Michael. If you like Saint Michael and the Angels. So that's by Tan Books, Tanbooks. It's called Saint Michael and the Angels. There's a big picture of Saint Michael in the front, defeating the devil. So Saint Michael and the Angels by Tan, Tan Books, Books. And then, of course, the last one would be Holy Angels Prayer Book. That's a really good book. So Holy Angels Prayer Book. And that's by Sister Mary Wickenheiser. And that's Wickenheiser. So Holy Angels Prayer Book by Sister Mary Wickenheiser. Wickenhiser. It's a beautiful prayer book to honor the great the angels, written by Sister, and it's the purpose of it is to deepen your devotion to the holy angels and call upon the angels to provide help against the spirits of evil that are active in our world, and that's why I'm encouraging you to get this one. So not only does this book it's rich in prayers, but it's also beautifully designed. And so I would encourage you to definitely pick those up. So Holy Angels Prayer Book by Sister Wickenheiser. And again, I have all of these books, and they are absolutely fantastic. Fantastic. Okay. So there you go. Hopefully that answers the question about the angel book, because a lot of people ask me that. Do you remember this story? Do you remember the Slender Man story where these two girls, I think it was two girls, but they lured one of their friends and they did terrible thing because they said the Slender Man, they had to do it for the Slender Man. Well, for those of you who may not remember this, it was all by creepypasta. That's where they read it. This is by T.K. and Randall. Well, listen to this. About 10 years ago, two schoolgirls critically wounded their classmate in an effort to appease the fictional entity. So they claimed to do it for Slender Man. So the incident, which made headline news back in 2014, saw Anissa Weier and Morgan Geyser, who were both 12 at the time, lure one of their sixth grade classmates out to a woodland park in Wisconsin before stabbing her repeatedly with a knife. And the senseless attack was reportedly dedicated to Slender Man. It's a fictitious entity invented on the internet on the form, who typically appears as a very tall, thin individual with a black suit and no face. Well, Geyser, who pleaded guilty to first-degree intentional homicide in 2018, was sent to Winnebago Mental Health Institute, where she was determined to be suffering from a mental illness. Now, Weier, meanwhile, had also been sent to a mental health facility, but was later released on the basis that she no longer represented a threat to the public. Now, according to reports, a new hearing is set to take place in April, after Geyser, who is now 21 years old, requested that the Waukesha County Circuit Judge Michael Boren grant her conditional release. And this is the second time she has made such a request, having done the same in 2022 before withdrawing the petition a mere 2 months later. Now, whether the judge will deem her to be fit to be released, however, it really does remain unseen. We'll have to just see. So the hearing is going to take place on April 10th through the 11th. So if you might hear about this in world news, maybe later, I don't know, but it is crazy. Yeah, I still talk to Zach. Yeah, I mean, but Zach is very busy, so I consider Zach a friend. But isn't that crazy? So she may be released. We just simply don't know. I just, yeah, if you just type in, like if you Google, for those of you who don't know, if you Google Slender Man and Slender Man incident, it is just crazy. Oh gosh, my favorite film, I have quite a few. I would have to really, really give that some serious thought. I mean, there's, of course, I love The Others. If you're talking about as far as the paranormal, I love The Others. I think The Others is probably one of the best movies ever. It was just brilliant with how they just flipped it at the end with Nicole Kidman. Just a brilliant, brilliant movie. But there are several movies that I really, really enjoy. Yeah, I would. I talked about that not too long ago. Some movies that I like. I love the movie Doubt, and I also love. What was that other movie? Let me find it. Hold on. The Doubt was a great movie. The Terror, I really enjoyed that one, but the first season, because that's based on a true story. For those of you who don't know, it's called The Terror, and it was I thought it was really a very, very good movie. It's based on the true events. The Terror is a story of a perilous Arctic voyage, and I think it was set back in the 1850s or so, if I can remember correctly. I'm not really for sure, but that was really phenomenal. No, it was. Let me find it. Hold on. Yeah, I just gave the list I just gave 7 books on angels. So let's see. The Others was phenomenal. Darkest Hour. Now I'm telling you guys, Darkest Hour was phenomenal. Phenomenal. It's based on Winston Churchill, and during World War II. And so that was really a great movie. If you've not seen that movie, that was a fantastic movie. Shutter Island was also very intense as well. See, these are movies that kind of make you. I like the movies that make you think. And also, if you've not seen the movie Downfall, that movie's a little older. It's I believe 19 years old or so. But Downfall follows the last days, I think, of you have to be careful, because if you say a certain name, then you can be blocked on TikTok. So a certain World War II leader in Germany. The actor who played him was phenomenal. I mean, really phenomenal. So really phenomenal. Legit exorcists, meaning who? Are you asking if I can't remember if I seen the. I'm sure I probably did see the 1980s movie Evil Dead, but I can't remember. I haven't seen that, Tina. Yeah, Shutter Island. But I tell you what, that was a really good. If you want, here's someone asked us. I have not. No, I've not listened to the Father Martin, but I have heard really good things. So I do like The Others. Let's see. I talked about Darkest Hour. It was amazing. Shutter Island is really good. You know, there's a movie called Exist. If you're a Bigfoot guy, Shawshank Redemption, really great too. But if you are a Bigfoot person, I really enjoyed the movie Exist. Yeah, Get Out was really great. So Exist is 2014. There was some really intense scenes. It's basically a Bigfoot movie for those of you who don't know. Yeah, that was really interesting. By the way, next Friday is Good Friday. And I know that on Fridays I have my Paranormal Friday shows. However, because it is on Good Friday, I think we're going to have something dealing with modern day miracles, the stigmata. I'm going to talk about the Shroud of Turin. So there was some new testing that was done on the shroud. I'm going to tie that in, obviously, because it would be irresponsible, I think, to sit and talk about vampires and werewolves and ghosts and goblins on a Good Friday. It's just not what I'm going to do. So if you don't want to, that's fine. You don't have to join in. But next Friday, we're going to talk about stigmata, miracles, and we are going to talk also about the Shroud of Turin, which I am absolutely convinced 100% is legitimate, and we'll talk about that. We'll get there. I promise you, we'll talk about that. Let's see. Krampus was a kind of a fun movie. I thought Krampus was a really fun 2015 movie. I thought that was really, really cool. Wind Chill. Have you guys seen that? Yeah, I have not seen Cabrini. No, not Krampus. Krampus. Miss Wilma's Krampus. But Wind Chill, 2007. Wind Chill was a really crazy movie. So that was really interesting. That was pretty intense. Darkness Falls, I think I have, but for some reason it didn't grab me, so it must not have been a movie that I enjoyed. Grizzly Man, by the way, Grizzly Man. If you have not seen them, it's kind of like a documentary sort of Grizzly Man. For those of you who don't know, Timothy Treadwell is based on his life. And yeah, I saw that, Arson. So it's based on Timothy Treadwell's life. He went out to the Grizzly Maze in Alaska because he thought it was his job to defend and protect the bears there. Well, if you don't know that story, you might want to watch it. By the way, a friend of mine who is in movie production, I had told him about, I really liked the movie. And at the very end, there's a particular reading that they did, or not reading, a recording that they did not air on the documentary. He actually had a copy. So it was within the industry, it was kind of released. They shouldn't have done it, but they did. And it was terrible. That is something that I will never get out of my, it was horrible, horrible. Boy, that was just, so if you've not seen that movie, Grizzly Man, it's based on Timothy Treadwell. And I actually heard the recording at the very end when he was at the tent. It was, man, that was, there is something on social media, but it's fake. But yeah, when you hear it, it's, it'll grab you. There is, let's see, there's a great movie called Everest. Well, I don't want to ruin it. Well, I can tell you, because if anybody Googles Timothy Treadwell, there was a particular bear that he really did not know, and it was an older bear and had teeth issues, so probably was struggling with hunting. And so, but see, the problem is Timothy would put his tent right in the middle of the grizzly maze. And there's a lot of trees around there. And that's very dangerous because when the grizzlies were walking to this path, he put his tent right there. His girlfriend was there with him, and she normally doesn't go, but she was terrified of the bears, terrified. Well, this one particular bear that was rather emaciated, it was sickly, came across Timothy, and he didn't make it. So yeah, it's and so what happened is Timothy had pushed the record button on the camera, but because he was terrified, he got out of the tent because he was only in a tent and he didn't have any weapon. He had no weapon with him at all, and so they left the recording going, and there's no, they had the lens on, but you could hear, so it was terrible. Yeah, Josh Brolin in Everest. That was really great. I have seen The Shack. The Shack is a great movie. There's also a very good movie called Silence. I talked about that the other day. The Silence was really, it's a fascinating movie. Just it's an amazing movie. It's a 2017. Two Christian missionaries. They were Roman Catholic religious. Who faced the ultimate test of faith. They traveled to Japan in search of their missing mentor during a time when Christianity was outlawed and their presence was forbidden. So this took place, I can't remember what year it took place, but it's not a modern day, I guess, set movie, but that's a really great movie. I haven't seen all of Napoleon, but I've been wanting to see that. I'm trying to look. Judy, by the way, I love Judy. I was never really a big fan of Judy Garland. But I got to tell you, you're right, Judy, and you're right. Yeah. The movie Judy, the 2019, was a great movie. I mean, it was sad to find, it was so sad to see what, what she went through. Yeah, the taking of Deborah Logan, it's true. I'm trying to go through but the Terror, season 1, I really, really liked that. House of Saddam, that was fantastic. They did a really great job with that particular show. It was a 4-hour HBO miniseries, and it kind of showed. Well, it's really, really good. If you have not seen that, let's see some other ones that I can pass along because people always ask me what kind of movies. Marrowbone. Oh, the Dallas Buyers Club, phenomenal. But if you've not seen the Marrowbone, you might want to check that out. That has one of those twists, and I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to ruin it for you. But it has so I'll just tell you this. This is the plot. 4 siblings with their mother move to escape a troubled past, and when she passes, they vow to stay together. But when a ghostly presence torments them and a lawyer threatens their pact, the 4 must stand together or be torn apart forever. Now, I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to give it away, but I will tell you this was one of those movies that had a major twist at the end. I love those type of movies. Those type of movies. I have not seen Black Robe. The Aviator is a really fantastic movie. LBJ, let me tell you, LBJ was a great movie. LBJ was a really great movie. And you wouldn't think, because Woody Harrelson, it plays LBJ. And I'm not a big fan of Woody Harrelson, but boy, he did a great job as LBJ. Passengers is a great one too. So if you have not seen LBJ, you might want to check. If you like movies like that, I think you would really enjoy that one. Hatfield and McCoy's, phenomenal. About Dallas Buyers Club is really great. Shawshank Redemption, we talked about that. Hacksaw Ridge, that's a really phenomenal movie, as well as Valkyrie. Now, if you like historical, like political historical movies, The Iron Lady, that was really good. It's about Margaret Thatcher, and I thought that was a very good movie. The Queen. Let's see, 12 Years a Slave. Boy, that's a powerful movie. If you've not seen that one, you might want to check that one out. I think you would enjoy that. 12 Years a Slave was a powerful movie. And I also like What Dreams May Come. Black Robe. Okay, I'll definitely check that out. I don't think I've heard of For some reason, it sounds familiar, but I can't remember it. Let me check. I'm going to write this down. Black Robe. I love movies that kind of have that twist. It's like, holy moly, like The Others. I tell you what, The Others, man, that was a phenomenal movie. At the end, it just really just twisted everything. Frozen, no, not the Disney one, but Frozen was pretty intense. If you've not seen that, it's no, again, it's I think 2010. A typical day on the slopes turned into a chilling nightmare for 3 snowboarders when they get stranded on the chairlift before the last run. If you've not watched that, guys, that will give you that'll give you some serious, intense feelings. I really liked Waco. Waco was 2018. And of course, Waco is about the Branch Davidian. But they have it's really, really fantastic. And of course, I love Michael Shannon. Michael Shannon stars in it. The guy who played David Koresh was really, really fantastic. Let me see. I think there's 6 episodes in that. So if you've not seen it, it's called Waco. And it's 2018. And that was really, really good. Michael Shannon was in there. Let's see. I got to tell you something. Someone was asking me about Knock at the Cabin. I was really disappointed with it. I was really disappointed with Knock at the Cabin because there was no twist. You know, the M. Night Shyamalan, or however, he always has these movies that there's a powerful twist at the end. Silence of the Lambs. I actually have an autographed copy, a picture of my brain just said goodbye. Matter of fact, I'm looking at it right there. So yeah, it's a pretty intense picture. Yep. Let's see. The Descent is a very good movie. I think I've seen Dark Skies, and it didn't grab me. Now, there's a movie called Veronica. I have seen that. There's a movie called Back Country. Oh, The Edge is fantastic. Back Country. I don't know if you guys have seen this, but it's loosely based on a true story. And it's an urban couple go camping in the woods. Anthony Hopkins, yep. And go camping in the woods and find themselves lost in the territory of a predatory black bear. Back Country it's an intense movie. Intense. This is why I will never, I'm sorry. If I ever go camping, I'm going to be in a cabin. And if there are a bear around, I'm going to make sure that I can triple, quadruple, and gazipple whatever I got to do to make sure that the door is locked and the bear doesn't come in and say, "Oh, hi, how you doing?" No. That's okay. I didn't like the Devil's Pass. Oh, Kodiak Island tent. No. Not going to happen. Nope. Of course, the movie The Right. We all know that. Hidden Figures is a great movie as well because I love space. That's one thing that I do want to do. That's what I do want to go. I have never been to Kennedy Space Center. Kennedy Space Center, I would be a fat kid in the candy store. I would just be that because I love space. Love space. So Hidden Figures is a great one. Of course, The Help. That's also very, very good. Okay, if you get if heights scare you, then there is a movie called Fall, Fall, and it came out in 2022. So Becky and Hunter, best friends and expert climbers, fight for survival atop a remote abandoned radio tower in this adrenaline-fueled thriller from the producers of 47 Meters Down. Yeah, I agree, Scott. So that's also another great movie, by the way, 47 Meters Down. Nefarious. I don't know, Ramos. Right now, we've not heard anything. So, but we just, right now it's on. We just simply don't know. Nefarious is a very good movie. Okay. Selma. Now, there is a movie. Man, I saw it the other day, and I forgot to talk about it. Well, I would say The Right, and I would also say Nefarious is very good. There's a movie called The Father. The Father, starring Anthony Hopkins. It broke my heart. Oh, the Rosary. I'm very devoted to the Blessed Mother, and I pray the Rosary every day. I'm very, very devoted to the Rosary. But if you've not seen this movie is a 2021 movie. And Anthony Hopkins is a man refuses all assistance from his daughter as he ages. Yet, as he tries to make sense of his changing circumstances, he begins to doubt his loved ones, his own mind, and I mean, even the fabric of his own reality. This is a really, really good movie. It's powerful. It's about, people who suffer from Alzheimer's or dementia, but you gotta pay attention very carefully to the details. And because it's just it's a powerful movie. It's called The Father, and by Anthony Hopkins stars in it. What movie scared you the most? Honestly, I have not. There, maybe when I was a kid, Halloween. Back in long time, but the original one. I remember that one, but I mean, movies these days. Someone's asking what movie scared you the most. Honestly, as far as scaring me, there hasn't really been anything that really like, wow, okay, that really, nah. Because most of the movies are just terrible these days. It's just, they're not very good. Unfortunately. No, I'm at a press conference. No, not that I'm aware of. That's an interesting question. The Forest is a good movie too. 13 Days. 13 Days is a very good movie. I have seen Fatima. So if you've not seen 13 Days, again, this historical President JFK and his top advisors grapple with the threat of nuclear war during the harrowing Cuban Missile Crisis. That was really good. I tell you what, the actor who played JFK was really fun. They were all phenomenal. I'm trying to go through all these here. I mean, I've been in several documentaries. There was The Haunted Boy. The Haunted Boy was one. Well, The Exorcist File, Haunted Boy. So a couple other ones. I was in St. Booth, Christopher St. Booth's film. So let's see. Get Out was really fantastic, which most of us probably know about that. If you like the original Dracula, not the Dracula that sparkles in the sun, but I mean the original Dracula, then you would really like, I think, The Last Voyage of the Demeter. They tried to stay as close to the actual book, and that was a really good movie. Well, hello, Ireland. Mike in Ireland. Harriet is a fantastic. Well, sure, absolutely. Yeah, you can wear the brown scapular. Trying to go through some other ones that I thought was, I think the Purge, the original one, that was a very interesting movie. Very, very interesting and like somewhat an uncomfortable movie. The King's Speech, great movie. So yeah, I mean that's just some of them. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, yeah. Okay, Salem's Lot. It's been a long time since I've seen that. Hostel was pretty demented. You're right. Hostel was. Yeah, as a matter of fact, Eli Roth. Of course, he was the director for the television show that I was on. He's the one who directed. Well, not directed, but he was the executive producer of Eli Roth Presents Legion of Exorcists. So he was a cool guy. Eli Roth. It was interesting because he was in. Eli Roth has been in several movies, and he's played some really interesting characters. But when he's very quiet. He's very reserved, very incredibly respectful. He just so polar opposite of some of the really wild characters that you've seen. You've seen him on in movies. And Christian, I'm going to have to disagree with you on the Pope's Exorcist. I just hated the ending. The Pope's Exorcist, the ending was just terrible. And I thought they ruined it. Yeah, Dances with Wolves, that's classic. But they just ruined it. They were. Here's the deal. Someone's asking me on Messenger. I really have not seen a really good, scary movie in a long, long time. I just haven't. Most of them are just, they go for the cheap, thrills. I'm not impressed. I'm just not impressed. It's been a long, long time since I've seen a really good scary movie. Yeah, Chrissy. La Llorona, really? I didn't see, I didn't even know. Of course, I don't keep up with La Llorona movie. I didn't know there was a ghost on La Llorona. Yep, The Curse of La Llorona, 2019. So 1970s Los Angeles, legendary ghost La Llorona is stalking the night and the children, ignoring the eerie warnings of a troubled mother. A social worker and her own kids are drawn into a frightening supernatural realm. Their only hope of surviving La Llorona's deadly wrath is a disillusioned priest who practices mysticism to keep evil at bay. Really? Well, there we go, folks. La Llorona. Someone's saying we got to watch La Llorona. So we'll have to check that out. I have not seen that. But I do like movies. I wish I could find movies like The Others. I've seen The Nun. I wasn't impressed. But like The Others or Marrowbone, things that have that twist at the end, just amazing. Strangers was good. Yeah, that's right. As a matter of fact, I have the mask. I have one of the masks, an autograph mask that was signed by the male actor who played in The Strangers. It's over there. So yeah, he signed. He's a really nice guy. Vacancy was pretty cool too. Yep, Pray for the Devil. A lot of people like that one. Yeah, it's over there. I mean, I can, if you guys want to see it, I'd be more than happy to go grab it. I'm just, hold on. I'm going to go grab this. I think it's over there. I think it's over there, not in the other room. Hold on one second. Let me go grab this. Hold on. Okay. So yeah, he was a really cool guy. So this is one of the masks that was used in the movie that of the others. I'm sorry, not the others. What was that? My brain just said. My brain that you just said. Isn't that terrible? That knocking people, strangers, the strangers. So this is and then here is. I love this because these are really easy when they just flip, and you can take it out pretty easily. So that is what it looks like. And then here is the autograph. So this is one of the masks that he wore on set. That was the actor. So this is, yeah, it's pretty cool. Really nice guy. Really nice guy. I met him at Scarefest. Scarefest in Louisville, Kentucky. Put it back in here so that it won't. But yeah, I thought it was pretty neat. He was a really cool guy. But yep, so I have it. There it is. So that's what I have there. Well, yeah, I wish I could meet you guys. It would be really cool because I've been thinking about I love to do some more paranormal conferences, but I'm really not in the click or the conferences or what's going on. I'm not in. I used to be as far as a meetup. Yeah, meetup. I wouldn't even know how to begin to even. You have found some comment. Cool. Yeah, we've thought about doing a meet and greet. The problem is when you start doing a meet and greet, you really have to. People say, "Well, meet here, meet there," and then you can only meet so many places, and then it's pricey. It's pricey to get together, to rent a location, and so you just have to. I don't know, but it would be cool. And that's why when a conference is, that's why it would be neat to do a paranormal conference, or start doing more of them. So I'm in Kentucky. I'm in Kentucky. I would really love I really would like to do more paranormal conferences. I've never been to Canada, but that's something that I would like to do. But I would need somebody who is in the know-how of how to get people in. It's been so long since I did that. I would love to find somebody who would say, "Hey, sure, I'll help you book the conferences and take that." Number one, I don't have the time for that. And number two, I just don't know what conferences. I just haven't been. I'm just kind of out of the conference scene, has been for a while. Yeah. Oh, good, Chris. You had your hip surgery. Wonderful. Hopefully you're doing better. Allied. What's Allied about? Yeah, we'll have to hopefully. Oh, UK. I've never been to UK. But yeah, that's that's the thing. If I get to paranormal conferences, then I can say, okay, I'm going to be at this conference at this location, and it's just much easier to do it that way than it is to book your own venue. Then it gets really stressful. So, but I would love to know that. I would absolutely love to find somebody who says, okay, Bishop Long, I can help book you in conferences. That would be wonderful. That would be that, because I really do enjoy meeting people. Romania, that'd be pretty cool. Yep, Dave is a very, very, but he's also a very, very busy man too. Oh, good. Oh, Judy Ann, that's great. So we'll see. I know that I will be doing. I have talked to the folks there in Arkansas. there is a paranormal conference. I have told them because I couldn't make it last year. Let me see. Hold on one second. Oh, here it is. Okay. Okay. So I did tell them that I can make it this year. And let me double check. I don't think they have. Okay, good. They do have my. Okay. So here it is. ArkansasParanormalExpo.com. So ArkansasParanormalExpo.com. I am scheduled there October the 26th and the 27th this year. So that's plenty of time. It's in Arkansas, but you just go to ArkansasParanormalExpo.com, and I'll be giving a presentation on exorcisms. And so there we go. So now we have a first one. What I like about this also is that it's a fundraising event. So the Arkansas Paranormal Expo is a benefit supporting the MacArthur Museum of Arkansas Military History. So the tower building, which was built in 1840, it's listed on the National Register of Historic Places. It's the birthplace of General Douglas MacArthur. Pretty cool. So it says there, their mission is to raise funds to help preserve the beautiful historic building. So I'm going to be there. And wow, it's pretty cheap. General admission is $10 per day. So that's pretty good too. So you can go to their website. They have the Holiday Inn information there. I guess that's where everyone's going to be there. And they have the guest speakers. Let's see, Ken Gearhart, which is a really cool guy, really great guy. And let's see, Debbie is going to be there. Carol Pate, Robert Swain, and of course Adrian and Tina are going to be. So there's other people. Martha Decker. She's been paranormal a long time. There's going to be a lot of really cool people. Oh, Keith Age. Keith Age is a good friend of mine. He's been in the paranormal community for many years, and so he'll be there as well. So there. So ArkansasParanormalExpo.com. There you go. It's going to be in Arkansas. And I'll give you more information about October 26th to the 27th. Make sure you get those tickets because if you don't, they might sell out. We just don't know. They can only sell so many tickets. So make sure you get those tickets as soon as possible. I did. Matthew's asking, did you see that TikTok with the guy in the restaurant? What do you think about it? The one that he's talking about being sick lately. Look, here's the deal. I am more than willing to help, but I'm willing to help, but they have to reach out to me. And then people say, well, you need to reach out to him. No, I have enough cases as it is. I mean, I'm already loaded with cases. For example, there you go, 11,006 emails. Okay. So I've got enough requests. So I just ask people, if they want me to help, they have to contact me. And I'm easy to get a hold of. Facebook is always the easiest one. So yeah, Vet Billy, that someone's Vet's asking, explain the Russian attack. I knew it. I even told Miss Wilma about this, but I knew that as soon as that happened, and I talked to him, I said, Putin is going to blame Ukraine. I knew he was. And of course he is. And Putin is not a good guy. Putin, I don't know why so many people respect this man. This man is a terrible human being. He is not a good person. He is a bad person. He is evil. And he's going to use this tragedy to justify barbaric behavior against Ukraine. That's what he's going to do. And so he's just he's just a bad person. He's just evil. He's a dictator. He's a terrible human being who has a lot of innocent blood on his hands. And he's going to have to answer to God for that. But I knew it as soon as I heard that. It's like he's going to blame Ukraine and he's going to justify doing something really terrible, claiming, and he did. So, I don't know. I understand he wants the USSR back, but what he's done, to do this is there's been a lot of innocent people who have lost their lives because of what he wants. And it's barbaric. It's just barbaric. He is evil. He's just evil. But I just think that my concern in the future, relatively soon, is he's going to justify a terrible, terrible behavior and blame it on them, which he's doing. So, yeah, well, hopefully, I mean, I don't know. He's just a bad person, as well as Kim Jong-un. And I don't know why people, I see, here's the thing. I've seen people almost make Kim Jong-un like he's just this cool, hardcore guy, almost like somebody to look up to. Kim Jong-un is a killer. He is a horrible, he is a demonic, he is pure evil. There's nothing good about Kim Jong-un, nothing at all. What this man has done to innocent North Koreans is beyond barbaric. Do you know that if in North Korea, you can get arrested if you have, there's like 10 hairstyles that you're allowed to have, only 10. If you're a man, only 10. And you can't have the hairstyle of the great leader Kim Jong-un. You're not allowed to. It's against the law. And not only that, but did you also know that if your relative, let's say your great grandmother or grandfather, did something disrespectful, such as, let's say that they had a terrible fire in their home, it is illegal in North Korea to leave that home without taking the picture of the great leaders down, of Kim Jong-un's father and grandfather. You are required to save that picture before you save your family. And if you don't, it is illegal. And then you can be thrown in prison for that, and not for life. And not only can you be thrown in prison for that, but 3 generations later can be thrown in prison for this. This is not someone to admire. You would be stunned at some of the laws and rules in North Korea. It is just disgusting. It's disgusting. 3 generations. Yeah. And I mean, you're right. So certainly there was certain, please don't do that. Please don't. Okay, if folks, if you're in here, if you're in the chat on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or TikTok, or any other plug, folks, do not spam. That's not cool. I don't appreciate that. If you want to advertise for something, have the common respect of sending me a message and saying, can you do this, or can you help with this, or can you help? And chances are I'll say yes. I don't go to anybody else's chat room and spam. Please don't do that on my chat room. That's not cool, and that's very disrespectful. Don't do that. So all I ask is that you just send me a common, decent, just simple message, and I'll listen. If you really need something, or if you want me to promote something, I'll be happy to do it, as long as it's respectful. But just don't spam. That's not. I don't like that. It really is not. It's not cool. I don't do that to anybody else, and I don't appreciate people doing that to me. So just don't. So, hello there, and hello everybody. Yeah, we're getting ready to wrap up the tonight. Facebook, Bernard. Facebook is the best way. Honestly, Facebook is the best way. That's no, Trump is not God. Yahweh is God. Why would you even say that? That is so stupid. That's sacrilegious. It's blasphemy. It's blasphemy, just like I wouldn't say Biden is God. I wouldn't say Obama is God. I wouldn't say Trump is God. No human being is God. What a dumbass thing to say. Truly, just a stupid, idiotic thing to say. Good grief. It's very odd. It's very odd. People have been drinking some crazy stuff. It is blasphemy. It is blasphemy. And look, and here's the deal. If you like Trump, fine. Okay, cool. That's cool. If you like Biden, okay, fine. That's your right. You can, but to say that this person is God, well, then you don't have a very good, I don't know, an outlook on God. It's kind of dumb. You're right. Yeah. And did you know, by the way, and did you know Kim Jong-un killed his uncle? He unalived his uncle. Do you know why he unalived his uncle? Because when Kim Jong-un came in, his uncle didn't clap enthusiastic enough. True story. Google it. You can find out for yourself. That's what Kim Jong-un did. And not only that, but he unalived his uncle by having one of those huge, gigantic weapons that takes out planes. I forgot what they're called, but that's what he used because he didn't want anything available or anything left to bury. Yep, there you go. An anti-aircraft gun. That's what he used. That's Kim Jong-un. So that's the great Kim Jong-un. Yeah. Anti-aircraft gun on his uncle because his uncle didn't clap enthusiastically enough when he walked in the room. Boy, I tell you. Yeah, he did. He did, Justin. He did. Yeah, it's crazy. I know it's sick. There's some really sick people in this world. There's some do something to the Olympics for clapping for the USA. I'm not for sure, Matthew. But there are people that actually I've seen on social media that make these really amazing videos, and they make these powerful, like uplifting videos for Vladimir Putin and for Kim Jong-un. Look, here's the deal. These two people are they are right in bed with the Antichrist himself. These people are not good people at all. And to sensationalize it or to elevate them to the status of almost a god, I can't figure that one out. Thank you, Sunray. Thank you. It is. Well, we are on a happy subject. Right. Yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy. But I think this needs to be discussed because there is evil in the world, and we are seeing world leaders who are doing some terrible, terrible things, and we have to be on the lookout for these people. So, but it's one of those. We certainly pray for the individuals who lost their lives needlessly at this cowardly attack in Russia. And but okay, right. Certainly will, the Jen. Easter is coming up. We will, by the way, have a Bible study tomorrow. Bible study is at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Keep in mind, I really have very rarely do I ever talk politics. But I think that as a leader, thank you, Sonny, as a religious leader, it is my responsibility to talk about these issues and to address them. Because I'm not going to be silent about it. I need to address them because this is evil. And as clergy, it's my responsibility to speak out against this type of atrocity and these people. Are you having Bibles? Oh, yeah. Yeah, we'll be here next Sunday. Yeah, because I know it's Easter. But yeah, we'll be here. We'll be here. Well, I don't know, Heyman. It could be a variety of things. There's a lot of times, people who, for example, if you feel a little paranoid, like someone is watching you or something, that could also be what's called high EMF. Because high EMF, it's an electronic magnetic field. High EMF readings can cause feelings or sensations of being watched. And so, what I would encourage you to do is get some type of EMF reader and go into your home and see. So, for example, exposed wiring can cause high EMF readings, as well as even cell towers. Depending on where they're located, can cause high EMF. This is why it's very important that when we're doing investigation, we do what's called a baseline reading first. So before we start the investigation, we have an EMF reader. And, we go to certain rooms, we go to maybe even outside to check to make sure, just get a baseline. And then when we're doing the investigation, we can also do an EMF reading and determine if there's any type of fluctuation. And because that's important, because many times people who have experienced feel of paranoia or feel like they're being watched. There's been several cases where it found out that they had high EMF, and it was because of some wiring got exposed behind some the walls in their home. So it's interesting. Yeah, I'm not worried, guys. I'm not. Yep, EMF radiation sickness. I'm not worried, guys. I'm teaching Revelation, and Revelation is very clear that the end of the church age will occur before the second coming, before tribulation. I'm just not worried. I'm not worrying about. I'm not worrying about it. So, and if you whatever term you want to call it, if you want to call it rapture, if you want to call it caught up, whatever term you want to use, fine. But that has to happen before tribulation begins. And that's what I believe. No, Heyman, really, you can get an EMF. They're relatively inexpensive. So you can go on eBay. You can find it on Etsy. There's several locations that you can find them on. Even Amazon has them. So it's just a basic EMF reader. I have heard of that, Andy. I've been in the live chat. Let's see, where do I go again for a live prayer stream? I've been listening. Live prayer stream. I'm not for sure. If you mean night prayer, so if you want to go to night prayer, it's Monday through Friday. Night prayer is Monday through Friday. Sure, it's Monday through Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So what you do is go to my website, bishopjameslong.com. Scroll all the way down to the very bottom, and you'll see night prayer. And if you click that link, it'll take you right there. So, but night prayer is Monday through Friday at 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I know, yeah, you can get apps on EMF, but really, honestly, I'm not really big into. I have used those apps before, and then I've actually used an actual reader. Thank you, Michael. And I've actually used an actual reader, an EMF reader, and the reading was completely different. So I would encourage you to just get an inexpensive actual EMF reader. So, yeah. And really, well, here's if you want to know the actual, so www.Spreaker. Wait, I think, hold on, everybody. Someone's asking about, I'm not worried about the sacrifice of the cows. I'm just not worried about, I don't feed into that. I just don't. I don't feed into it. People are, and I just don't, because all that does is it creates chaos. It creates concern. It creates fear. It creates panic. And I am ready to go. Whenever Jesus says, come on, let's go, I'm ready to go. Let's go. So I don't fear it. And I just don't project it on any of my shows. I'm very much at peace, very much at peace. And that's where it is right there. It's Spreaker, Spreaker.com/show/night prayer, all one word. And there it is. So Spreaker.com/show/night prayer. No, Catherine. So that's what it was. Okay, I'm going to run because I have a very, very early day tomorrow, obviously because it's Sunday. So tomorrow night, I'm going to be here at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you would like to join us for Bible study, because we're entering into Holy Week. So I encourage you to join us tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Miss Wilma will be here, and I promise you, she does a great job teaching our kids, and you will enjoy it. We're going to be it'll be a little lengthy because we have it, it's obviously going to be entering into Holy Week. So yeah, let's pray in the Father and the Son and the Holy Spirit. Amen. And St. Michael the Archangel, defend us in battle, be our protection against the malice and snares of the devil. May God rebuke him, we humbly pray. And do thou, O Prince of the heavenly host, by the power of God, cast into hell Satan and all evil spirits who wander the earth, seeking the ruin of souls. And may Almighty God bless you in the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Amen. For those of you in Spreaker, I'm going to say goodnight to you guys. Okay, I want to thank all of you guys for being here. We'll be here again tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Don't forget, tomorrow. And all of my shows are on Spreaker, by the way. If you want to just go to bishopjameslong.com, scroll down to where it says social media links. If you click Spreaker, everything is there. Everything. Remember, folks, I tell you, your value does not decrease based on someone's inability or refusal to see your worth. You are priceless, and don't let anybody tell you or convince you otherwise. Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, God bless.